everyone, this is me, Jyotika Bedi, once again here for you because we care and we believe that together we can learn, grow and be our better, grander versions. So today I thought I'm going to make a video on authentic leadership. We all are leaders in our own ways as parents, as teachers, educators, professionals at work. We are leading ourselves and our teams. So it's very, very important to have the right skills, the right attitude, and to understand what does it mean to be in this role. So today I'm super excited to share with you my understanding of the word authentic leadership. And it's very important for us to have such conversations so that we all are cognizant of what are the qualities, what are the attributes, and what skills we really need to be effective leaders. So to me, leadership is about love. When I say love, I also mean tough love, because as parents and as professionals, we have to demonstrate and display to our team members, to our children, what it means to do the right things. And it starts with us practicing what we want others to follow. Because there are only 3 principles of leadership. You have to lead with your example, and example. I believe that the key to understanding true leadership is to again lead with this understanding of what love really means. It means for us to set the ground rules, to set limits, to make sure that our team or our children are accountable for their actions and their behaviors, and so are you. That's how you're going to learn to be a legendary leader, where people will love you, they will regard you, and they will walk an extra mile for you. So it's again very, very key for us to understand and know that true leadership is about caring, about inspiring and empowering people around us. So leading with love is the key for leadership success. And leadership to me is also similar to service, where we serve those who serve us. And it starts really with you first serving yourself, taking care of your needs, and making sure that you take care of the needs of others. So it starts with you, it starts with your family, it starts with your co-workers, and then it keeps expanding to your friends and your other outer circle. Leadership is defined really as a responsibility to see those around us rise. It is our prime responsibility to lift people higher. Ask yourself, do your friends feel that you have their back? Do your friends and family feel heard, seen, understood? Are you practicing the skill that we all talk about, the skill of empathy? Do you understand what that word really means? And are you truly listening to understand what the other person is feeling? Do you know what are the skills needed for effective confrontation? All these skills make you and others around you feel valued and valuable. This in turn then boosts not just yours, but people around you, their self-confidence, their self-esteem. They're able to set better goals because again, you are leading with your example. And I believe that all of this starts at home. It starts with your loved one. It's the perfect platform or the place for us for A, for self-discovery, and B, leadership is the most effective personal growth workshop because you constantly learn about yourself. It's a great place to start, your home, and seek feedback on your leadership style and your strengths that make you, you. So again, to me, there is no universally accepted definition of leadership. It means different things to different people. But we at Happiness is Love like to present to you ideas which are researched, backed by psychology and science. And it is very important for us to have these conversations so that we can really understand the true meaning. And only when we understand what we are doing will we be able to be our better selves. So love and leadership is about listening to understand, to communicate with empathy, to learn to appreciate others' perspective, and apologize when you are wrong. And this is what is needed to build a powerful team, because together everyone achieves more. And your leadership has the magic to inspire, to influence, and impact change. So just think about it. If your actions inspire others to dream more, to do more, to learn more, and let's say become more, congratulations, you are a leader. But sometimes what happens is, and this is a very important data point, people don't leave organizations or companies because of their bosses or their managers, but sadly, because of their work culture. We need both. We need good leaders and we need a good work culture. And we believe that empathy is both a trait and a skill which is needed to strengthen and build better leadership. Why? Because empathy is important both for conflict resolution and for understanding, bonding with others. So there are research characteristics of great leaders, and one of the key qualities, attributes of effective, legendary leaders is their powerful communication, their ability to be clear on their purpose, their belief, their unshattering belief in themselves. They know how to prioritize. They have this ability to focus on the most important thing first. They have a contribution culture. They have an open mindset. They build an incredible network. They invest in themselves, in their learning, in their growth, and their evolution. And they believe that if you put love first, great things follow from that space. And I'm very, very excited to share more about what truly is authentic leadership. It continues to surprise me how many leaders attempt to be a certain way at work, while their true personality really emerges outside of their workplace. I remember once a CEO reminded me that leadership is kind of like acting. And it surprises me when the same leader seems shocked or confused, where the employees don't trust them, they don't quite like them, and can't really wait to leave that workplace. So again, my question, what is authentic leadership then? While different theories are floating and there are different concepts, but I'm going to present to you what most agree upon. And these are tips, techniques that will help you in your everyday interaction with people around you, whether at home or at work. Number one, authentic leaders are self-aware and genuine. Authentic leaders are self-actualized individuals who are aware of their core strengths, which they use as their superpower. They are equally aware of their limitations, which they manage well. And they have high emotional intelligence. They also show their real selves to their followers. They don't hide their true selves. They are okay to not be okay. They are okay to feel vulnerable. They don't act a certain way when at work and act differently when they're not at work. They're not shy from openly talking about their areas of growth and improvement. And they realize this because of the self-work they do, because they believe that we all are lifelong learners. Because guess what? Life does not stop teaching us all. Number 2, authentic leaders are mission-driven and they have a strong, very strong drive for results. They are able to set smart goals. They have a mission statement. They have a clear vision. That's why they say leaders know the way and they show the way. They do their job in the pursuits of result, not for their own power, money, or ego. This is a big one. They check their ego constantly. They work on themselves constantly. Third, authentic leaders lead with their heart, not just their mind. So they understand that life is about balance. Balance of giving and receiving. Balance of self-care and care for others, because again, leadership is about caring and service. And third, leading with their heart and taking their head along. So they understand the balance. And sometimes if they don't, they still choose to pause and practice self-awareness so that they are able to introspect, turn within, and self-correct. They are not afraid to show their emotions, their vulnerabilities, and they connect with their people because they understand that their people is their greatest resource. So this does not mean that authentic leadership is about being soft or too sweet or too lenient, because we all know that really doesn't work either at home or in the workplace. It means that they are effective communicators. They're assertive. They ask for what they want and they need, and they express their feelings openly, directly, clearly, and respectfully. The word respect has to be underscored because they understand that leadership, like parenting, is really about the respect. And that's why we believe at Happiness is Love that leadership and parenting is really the same. Raising children is again the most effective leadership development program that we all parents sign up for. And it is the perfect place for self-discovery. And the goal really is to succeed not just at work, even at home. I know a lot of people, and again, no judgment, they are roaring. They have roaring and thundering success at the workplace, but sadly, they are sometimes failing at home. So again, balance. They make sure that they understand empathy as a skill that they need to constantly keep building, because this, again, like I said, it's a skill, it can be learned, it's a trait that we all need to keep building, because it's all about understanding yourself and the other and putting yourself in the shoes of the other, not as you, but as the other. So some of the authentic leadership qualities that I'd like to define for you. Self-awareness, like I said, is your superpower. If you are and want to be an authentic leader, make sure that you do a self-inquiry. You make sure that you identify your core strengths and your weaknesses without any bias. This requires some work. It requires you to be committed to your goals of being that leader. There are a whole batteries of psychometric tests that even we run for our parent community, for our professionals, our teachers and educators. Feel free to reach out to us and start investing in your self-awareness and your self-growth, because everything really springs and stems from that space. Lead with your heart, like I just said. An authentic leader is about the heart and takes their head along. They're not afraid to dig deep, and they lead their team. They lead their team and their family with courage, with empathy, which only comes from listening to the heart. They focus on long-term results. Authentic leaders don't waste precious time in unnecessarily worrying or overthinking over small setbacks. They are on the move. They look at failure as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to better themselves and move. And because of this moving mindset, they're able to achieve grand success. Because again, they don't allow the small setbacks, the small challenges to pull them back. Rather, it propels them to have more zeal and more zest towards their project and towards their work. They focus on the long term. They know the importance of patience and hard work, and it takes time to build yourself, others, your team, your family, your community, and your legacy. They have high integrity. This is one quality that I love about authentic leaders. Their word is their bond. Their intentions, their thoughts, their words, and their actions are in sync. Their words and their actions always match. They don't say things just for the heck of it, or they don't say things they don't mean. They earn respect because of this quality. People trust them because they keep their word no matter what. Authentic leaders lead with vision. Authentic leaders lead with a purpose and vision. They always value people they interact with, and they know that they will help them realize their higher professional goals and lead to better personal lives as well. Our relationships really are the greatest ways for all of us to learn more about ourselves. Our relationships really are an extension of who it is that we are. And such people, they keep aiming to push that bar. They have exceptional listening skills. We all love to talk, but authentic leaders are good listeners. Even when somebody contradicts them, they listen to understand. They don't jump in and start saying no and correct others. They listen to understand. They ask questions. They lead with yes, so that they validate what the other person is saying and add their point of view. They are open. They're open to listening to others, and they have the emotional maturity to understand that everybody is right from their perspective. And they are assertive enough to express their thoughts, their feelings, and their wants and needs. Such people practice transparency. Authentic leaders believe in open communication. And you will see, I'm sure you can look around you and see that authentic leader that you look upon, that role model that you want to be like. They project an image not from a space of hiding information or not sharing. They're open, they're transparent, they're not too private. They don't hide their mistakes and weaknesses. They have the courage to own up, to claim their mistakes, and acknowledge their faults and their flaws. They are consistent, because consistency is another hallmark of authentic leaders. They aren't fickle, and they stick to their principles. Their attitude and behavior is consistent. They are not easily swayed by superficialities. Next, my most favorite, they share their success with their team. They believe that a team that sweats together sticks together. So they always share with their team. And this is one quality that sets authentic leaders apart from all other leaders. They not only build a good team, but also give credit where it is due, and they always do that. And they share their success and achievements with the entire team. We speak to so many professionals and this is their pain points. Many share that their biggest pain point is that their success is not shared with the team. Authentic leaders celebrate, encourage, and applaud their team members for the good work that they do. Because they also understand that everyone is leading from their strengths. Each one is contributing to the whole success. And only if our people feel valued will they walk an extra mile. Will they feel more valuable and give their whole self. Authentic leaders also draw on their experience. There is no better teacher than life, and these leaders draw upon lessons learned from their lives. They look at mistakes as learning opportunities. Their stellar leadership skills slowly evolves from their own real-world experiences and their personal stories. And I know that this is within all of us. We all have these qualities. We all have these attributes. We all can grow these skills and attributes. It's very, very important. And again, it's really not taught to us. We don't have the tools sometimes. We don't have the techniques. And I always say this, and Simon Sinek says this, leadership is just like parenting. And those of you who are watching this video and are parents, please understand the closest thing to leadership is parenting. The more you understand about parenting, the more you will understand leadership. And as mothers, as homemakers, we are all leading the way. We are leading our children. So, now this notion of leadership really actually starts at home. And leadership knows no gender. It's really about being effective. It's really about the fairness and the firmness to get things done. Creating an environment, not just at home, but even at work, of compassion, of empathy, and respect. And that really, that responsibility truly lies with us. Whether you're a parent or a professional, an educator, a teacher, it is our responsibility. And today, why teens sometimes lack deep, meaningful relationships and don't really understand these skills of building authentic leadership is again because we have to start taking the responsibility at home to work towards building our children's leadership bone. Their leadership style starts at home to build their confidence, boost their self-esteem, help them practice patience, learn social skills so that they can find a better balance between life and technology. And I believe that together we can. Together we're the force that can learn, share, and grow ourselves, our children, our future generation. Because every action, every word, every gesture has an impact on the world around us. So this is our part. We need to step in and play our part so that we are contributing to the greater good of all. So I am here to share with you, which I love to do because we care and we are there. If you have any questions regarding what authentic leadership means besides what I've shared with you and you have doubts, please reach out. Please connect with us because we love to hear from you. And we are ever grateful to our loving community for supporting us, for wholeheartedly cheering for us, and unequivocally being there for us. So together we are stronger, together we will win, and together we will build a better world. Keep smiling, keep shining, and keep inspiring. Thank you. Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing.